The lights drop. Blaze's music hits hard. He stalks down the ramp. No smile, pure predator energy. He slides into the ring, grabs a mic, and just stands there for a second, staring into the camera like he's looking straight through it. Blaze. Paul Heyman, I commend you. You caught me off guard, you left me in a tiny bit of vulnerability, and you took full advantage. In a way, I don't blame you. I probably would have done the same thing. Just like the same thing I'm going to do to Brock Lesnar. I'm going to retaliate for every beating you gave me. I'm going to show the world those beatings weren't enough to keep me down. The beast, the bear, trying to make the wolf fear him. It doesn't work on me. You might have injured my body, but you have not injured my spirit. I'm coming back. Harder. And that beating you gave me last Monday, that's going to look like a love tap compared to what I'd do to you at the next pay-per-view. Yes, fans, the next pay-per-view. Because this match isn't happening next week. You're going to wait. You're going to be patient. And when it finally happens, you're going to get the match of the century. Brock Lesnar, I'm going to humiliate you. My name is my reputation. I will butcher you. I will butcher the beast. I will take the alpha. And this time, no help I never asked for. One-on-one, I know your little friend Heyman is going to try to stick his nose in it. I hope he does. Because that pepper spray might have stung. But what I'm going to do to him is going to be a lot worse than a sting. I'm going to beat him in so many different ways that his spirit dies. His mental health is going to deteriorate. He's going to remember every lie, every beating, until the trauma is so bad he checks himself into a mental hospital. Brock Lesnar, get ready, because I am the one who's going to put an end to your career. Permanently, but right now, I'm very, very, very hungry and I need an appetizer before the main course. So who here has the balls to challenge me? Who thinks they can take my alpha status? Who thinks they can handle the butcher himself? Go ahead. Try. I'm waiting. He paces the ring slowly, eyes scanning the crowd, daring someone, anyone, to answer. Then Goldberg's music hits. Goldberg walks out. No theatrics, just pure intensity. He steps into the ring and stares Blaze down. The two men stand nose to nose for a long, uncomfortable moment. Goldberg takes the mic. Goldberg. I'm next. I'm the one who's gonna dethrone you. He drops the mic, turns, and walks out. Blaze just smirks. Next Monday Night Raw, Blaze is already in the ring when the show opens. He looks into the camera with that same cold confidence. Blaze. Bill Goldberg. What can I say about the man? He's a legend. I'll give him that. In WCW, he had a reign and a dominant streak that was impressive in its own right. But those days are over. Past accomplishments don't mean a damn thing now. He was the alpha in his time. Someone like me already took that mantle. I'm not going to downplay what he did, but he's a relic, a piece of the past. And I am the future that's going to carry this company and push people further than they've ever been pushed before. I'm not intimidated by Bill Goldberg. I'm flattered that he chose me to put the final nail in the coffin of his career, choosing me for his last match. I'm flattered. But let's get one thing straight, old man. You think I'm intimidated by some washed up has been past his prime? You've got it backwards. It's you who should be afraid of me. Legends like Goldberg, they're just old men clinging to a name, climbing the mountain, reaching the top, and then rotting at the peak. That's why they call them legends, because their best days are already behind them. Putting the boots back on, thinking he can recapture the glory days, thinking he can hang with the youth of today. I respect the attempt, but there's a saying, the apple can't stay on top of the tree forever. Eventually, it rots, falls, and makes room for the new one to grow and carry the legacy. If I was fighting Goldberg in his prime, I'd consider him a threat. But now, you better get ready, old man. When we get in that ring, it's fair game. The crowd starts screaming. Blaze turns, and Goldberg is already standing in the ring behind him. Goldberg hits the first spear. Blaze stumbles up. Second spear. Goldberg walks off to his music. Blaze gets to his feet, laughs a little, and starts walking up the ramp. At the top, he turns and smirks at the crowd, and Goldberg spears him one more time for the pop. Goldberg's music blares. The crowd chants his name. The camera lingers on Blaze's dazed face as the screen fades to black. The following Monday, Blaze is in the ring again, mic in hand, pure heat. Blaze: you people cheer for a man who does sneak attacks instead of facing me head on. Funny, our match at Survivor Series is still a ways off. Until then, I need something to take this anger out on. I need something to feed this bloodlust the old man caused. He's not here tonight. But if anyone wants to step up, and I mean anyone, and get their ass whooped, be my guest. I'll be waiting. And I'm holding this show hostage until someone gives me what I want. Goldberg's music hits, but it's not Goldberg, it's his son. He steps into the ring. Goldberg's son. You said anyone, right? In that case, I want the first swing. Blaze chuckles. Blaze: this is perfect. You'll be the appetizer. Your father will be the main course. When I'm done with you, you'll be the perfect message to send him. You're just a failed legacy trying to carry his name. A false Goldberg, a cheap continuation of a legend you didn't build. And when I'm finished with you, you'll only bring shame to everything he accomplished. The son laughs, then slaps Blaze across the face. A steel cage starts descending. Blaze had already called for it. He steps out, grabs a black bag, the steel steps, and a chair, throws them all into the ring, and the cage locks shut. What follows is a brutal, no-holds-barred beatdown. Goldberg's son holds his own and even hits a spear, but Blaze kicks out. When the son goes for another, Blaze catches him with a knee to the face. Then the snap happens. Chair shot, steel steps to the face, again. Goldberg's son is busted open. Goldberg himself runs down and starts shaking the cage, screaming at the officials to open it. Blaze opens the black bag. Thumbtacks spill across the mat. He grabs the son by the hair, holds him up in front of his father, squeezes his cheeks like a child, and says, Blaze, this is the one who's supposed to carry your legacy. Then he smashes the son's head into the thumbtacks. 5 times. Hard. Goldberg is losing his mind outside the cage. Blaze picks the son up, places him on the steel steps, and hits a devastating brainbuster. The cage finally opens. Goldberg rushes in. Blaze is already sliding out. At the top of the ramp, he turns back and says, Blaze, your time is up, old man. Get ready. Goldberg is on his knees in the middle of the ring, holding his broken son, staring pure death at Blaze. Blaze just smiles. Screen goes black. Survivor Series. Goldberg comes out first, focused, furious. Blaze comes out second. The second Blaze's boots hit the apron, Goldberg explodes. He attacks immediately, turns Blaze inside out on the turnbuckles, spears him, throws him over the top rope, spears him through the barricade, climbs the announce table, and hits a jackhammer through it. Back in the ring, Blaze fights back with suplexes and an ankle lock. Goldberg spins out and spears him into the turnbuckle. Chair comes into play. Low blow from Blaze, chair shots. Then Goldberg's son appears and spears Blaze from behind. Blaze fights both of them off, kicks the son in the groin. Goldberg charges for a spear, and Blaze does the matador spin. Goldberg spears his own son. In the distraction, Blaze lifts Goldberg and hits the burning hammer. 1, 2, 3. Blaze wins. He stands over Goldberg's motionless body, slowly sweeps his foot across the mat in that mocking sweep the floor gesture, smirks, and walks out. Goldberg eventually gets up, helps his son, and they leave together to a loud Goldberg chant as the show ends. Next Monday Night Raw closing segment. Goldberg is in the ring alone. Soft lighting, emotional promo. Goldberg, I want to thank every single one of you for following this journey all the way to the end of my career. I love you all. Thank you for being part of my final match. He raises his hand to the crowd in appreciation and starts to leave. Then Blaze's music hits. Blaze walks out, mic already in hand. Blaze. Time to hit the senior center, Grandpa. The crowd erupts in boos. Goldberg steps right up to him, hands on hips, staring him down. After a long moment, Goldberg turns and walks out of the ring. Blaze calls after him, Blaze, good thing you got out of that ring, old man. Because if you didn't, I wouldn't have just ended your career. I would have ended your whole existence. There's a new alpha now. Like it or not, I am it. He looks straight into the camera, does the exact same "you're next" gesture Goldberg made famous, and says, Blaze, Brock Lesnar, you're next. Screen fades to black.